This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.
Their standard disc.
Kraken do?
A little bit of hyzer. You can throw. You can actually throw with a little bit of heat. It's understable, but it's not like that.
Like Leopard 3-ish, maybe.
Kraken.
Yeah. Kraken. I really like that swirl die. It came out good. Oh, he krakened it.
That's crushed.
My people, hello, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the first episode of the Pro Perspective, featuring James Hafer. You guys know James, he's helped us out with a million different reviews over the years, and he's been a huge asset to the channel. This was a concept I wanted to throw out there for my Patreon members a few years ago, where I just got some quick thoughts and opinions on the discs that we tested that day directly from James. I thought you guys might enjoy checking it out, so I figured I'd throw it out here on the main channel now, a year and a half or so, a couple years later, whatever it is. And let me know what you think about it. If you want to see more from James and these type of videos, leave us a comment down below and let us know. And thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all very soon. Without further ado, let's get into the Pro Perspective with James Hafer. All right, guys, we're here with James for the first ever new segment here on the channel. We don't have a name yet, but you'll see it in the title. He's just going to talk about some of the discs we just got done testing, give you some of his initial impressions. We tested these as well. These are really understable. All right, Dragonfly, nice and touchy. Still just smoked over. Woo! More on those later. Well, let's talk about the other ones. What do we got?
Let's start with some of our least favorite, perhaps.
Okay.
So down here, I'm gonna put these other ones down. We tested all these today, but we had two blowflies here, and I've seen these used before. They're probably renowned for the fact you can do this. They were fun to play with, not as much fun to throw. Routinely they slipped out of your hands. This is probably more of a dog toy, maybe a really short approach. They're super grippy, get down to the ground.
Really strange inner rim on those guys.
Yeah, every single time. If you don't fan grip, there's literally no way to hold on to this thing. It's cold today, a little wet, so they were coming out all over the place. I'm sure Justin will include some content where we're spraying and praying.
Blowfly. Hell yeah, there you go.
Kind of blue.
Much more like it.
But yeah, very specific use of these discs. Would not recommend at the moment. Next would be our Sinus, Sinai perhaps, plural. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I don't know how that goes.
That's how I would go. I would say Sinai.
Sinai? Yeah, I think so too. These are pretty nice. Definitely a little bit overstable. I tend to throw, I mean, if you guys have ever watched my In the Bag, I throw a lot of flippy stuff, so I have XDs as my putter. So this is a little foreign to me. Felt great, like the plastic, but doesn't really fit my arm speed or my bag type. But if you like more of a stable putter, can throw pretty hard. If you're more of a power player, I think you'd enjoy a disc like this.
Sinus. They fly good though. Nice.
Ooh, I don't know. This whole grouping, all of these are pretty great discs. I was pleasantly surprised, so I guess we'll just start on the top since it's here. We only had one, but Bounty, I tend to throw a lot of mids if at all possible. Right now I bag a lot of MDs, but used to throw Stingrays quite a bit, so I like a mid that's a little flippy.
Okay, Bounty. Oh yeah. Nice.
These two here actually, the Bounty and the Origin, both slightly flippy, and so for me, great feel of the disc. You can really rip on it. Has some nice stand-up. The glide is fantastic on sort of all these discs. I think routinely they were keeping up on the distance, so really enjoyed these discs. I have hardly changed my bag in the 5 or so years that I've been playing. I would honestly consider putting these in the bag. That's how well they flew.
Oh,
so if you're looking for a really solid mid, something that you can really depend on, put it on any angle, very point and shoot, either of these discs would be great additions to your bag.
Origin again. Nice. Yeah, the Bounty has more of that kind of beaded, like comet type vibe to it, and the Origin is a little more low profile, no bead. Similar flight though, overall. And
then last but not least, again, I would agree with this too. I've been looking for something more in that high speed sort of fairway driver or just lower speed driver, and this seemed to fit the bill. I tend to, again, throw flippy stuff, so I have T-Birds and Roadrunners and Shrikes in my bag. This, again, fits my arm really well.
Essence again. Hell yeah. Those two are like identical.
These were just gliding like crazy. Even today, it's 40 degrees out here, a little windy and cold, and I think routinely we were able to get these to stand up and glide, and so that was with very little warm-up. I think if this was a summer day and had some warm-up, I think these things would go a mile. So something that's really good for maybe a slightly slower arm speed, such as myself, but something that it's not flippy enough that it's just going to bite over. I do have some things that only go right, and that's the only direction they'll ever go. These ones flipped up, held the course, and then still kind of panned out at the end, which is pretty unique, right out of the bag, brand new. So again, it would be a really solid addition to anyone's bag.
Yeah, Essence might end up in both of our bags.
I think so. I'm going to buy one of these, and he's going to take the other one. So there we go.
All right, guys, there it is. Thanks for watching. We'll check you later.
Appreciate it.